another episode of Rajon Pittman Champions. Yup. I haven't said my new introduction. You know, uh, short and to the point. Shout out to all my peoples that support me and that's for me and that's you know in my corner. Also, I would like to salute my man Hassan Lane. Always sending me things in reference to boxing. Always looking out for my best interest. You know, pointers. You know, that's my guy. Real dude. No ulterior motives, nothing. Salute you, Haas. You know how I do. Family ties for life, bruh. You know my lingo. Family ties for life. Forever. Um, my guy, Tank Davis, Frank Martin, we creeping up on it. We definitely creeping up on it. It's coming fast, it's real fast, and I'm really loving the card. The cards is just super dope. I'm loving everything about uh, this Tank fight. Uh, let's get into some ins and outs. Two southpaws. Two southpaws. For the most part, two good punches. For the most part, I think they both hit hard. I think Tank could be a little stronger. I'm talking about in punching power. Um, I think this Tank first time really going out there with somebody slick. That's why I'm so heavy on the fight, because it's something different. It's something different. When you got two black fighters like a Frank Martin in the Tank, that's chess, and it's a real good game of chess. I doubt very seriously if it be anything like Bud and the other boy. I doubt if it be anything like that. Bud and Spence. I think it's gonna be, a lot of thinking. Skills is at its full potential. Because one thing about them two guys, one thing I have to stop doing is telling, how can I put it? Just forget it. But anyway, one thing about those two camps is they trainers is they rely a lot on tape. Like Derek James, he's a tape guy. How I know this? Because he said it. He said, well, he was on could have been Rise podcast or something, and I remember him vividly saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna go home and go in my room and watch tape." And Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis is a team, and Kenny Ellis is the tape man. He super big on watching their opponents, watching them. I'm talking about these guys have a knack for that. That's what makes them great at what they do. They watch tapes, and that's another thing that's gonna make this fight real strategic. It's gonna be a lot of moving, a lot of I know Tank know that he can get behind, messing with Frank Martin, and he gotta on this one. He have to get his punches in order. What I mean by that, he has to throw more shots, more combinations. It's not even, you know what? I take the combination thing back. He have to be more active in whatever you do. Like whatever you do, Tank has to be more accurate. Like Frank Martin, I was just watching him on YouTube, and I can't remember what show he was on, but he has said all out, they asked him, did he hurt Tank in training? And he was beating around the bush, and he was like, and he said he did. But that's what training is about. That's why you train. That's why you spar to get better. You have a lot of guys that when they working on things like this. I only know on face value. I only know Upton, really, Rise podcast, because that's who I watched, a lot, and Rise podcast did they do a lot of physical stuff. Like they show you things, they show you different aspects of the fighter, what are they doing before the fights, stuff like that, and that's how I learned, a lot of stuff. And I'm saying that to say, you might have a guy that a guy heard about that's from Wisconsin. They say, yo man, he's a replica of Frank Martin. So Tank team will be like, okay, see what the prices are, and get them down here, get them out here. They get the guy out here, and they have Tank to work on something specific. And in working on that, he get caught here and there. He's working on something. And the same thing goes for Frank Martin. I'm quite sure he's been hurt in training himself. You know, if you're gonna keep it real, like what fighter has been in camp and didn't get hit, even if it's to themselves, and say, "Wow, that was a nice one." Like, come on. I always say this, and I go back to it a lot. How can I put it? I had the honors of seeing Africa and and uh and D3 spar. I had the honors to see that. Richard Hitchison. I had the honor to see that. And I always say this. That was that was beautiful work, man. That was that good work. Good work. Good work. That's why I say, and I'm gonna say this. I'm telling you, Richard Hitchison will someday be champion of the world. The world hasn't even seen Africa yet, really. He a gym rat. He from Brooklyn. He could box, and it's just gonna be, you know, it's gonna be a treat to see how he grow and how, he literally beat the guys up in 140. Because the bottom line is this: for sure, you're not running through Richard Hitchison. Period. No one is not just jumping in the ring with the young man and just duking them up. That's not happening. You know. And I seen him spar Davis, Keyshawn Davis, and these guys, man, they was talking junk. They was talking junk, and they was telling each other what they coming with next, and the land, and you know, when the bell rung, one round when the bell rung, Keyshawn said, "Stop playing with me. Who the F you think you is? Who the F you think I am?" And Richard just said something slick going back. They was more or less like, you know, on the verge of like getting too riled up. And you know how they edit stuff. You could tell that, you know, it skipped or something, because they moods was different. And but I tell you, it was beautiful to see. It really was. It was very beautiful to see. Um, I also seen Tank spar. I seen him spar Montana Love out of Ohio. No cap. All truth said. My word is my bond. I keep it all the way a bean. Like, I'm not gonna stop. You know, I'm a YouTuber, man. I just talk it how I see it. You know what like a lot of stuff I speak about. You know, is coming directly down the pipeline. Pause. No homo of where it happened at, who it happened to, or it's almost from the horse's mouth. I won't lie to you. Um, uh, and I have said this before in one of my uploads. I said this before, and um, Montana Love and Tank was sparring, and the gym didn't look packed from the camera standpoint, and it just came on with them with two guys working. But when it first came on, you really didn't know who was working. But and this is no cap at all. All true said, my word. Again, real rap. When I tuned in, Tank was literally doing my doing Montana Love any kind of way. When I say any kind of way, they both southpaw. So Tank was dead clinch or whatever, and Tank could like push him all the way back to the ropes and elbow him on the side of his knocket, man. And they'd be, breaking it up, and Tank could punch him in the face. Boom. So Montana Love was like, yo, man, yo, you ain't gonna keep doing this. Woo, woo, woo. Tank was like, shut up and box. Shut up. So they start boxing again. And Tank was hitting this guy with some hard body shots, man. I'm talking about hard right hooks, man. And Montana Love was swinging for the fences. Like, boxing went out the window as far as Montana Love, and that's when Tank damn near knocked him out. Hey, man, it is what it is, bro. Like, that's when Tank. I'm talking, it was something to see, but Montana Love got mad, and he was like, they had rung the bell to go back out, and Love just, start walking out the ring, and that's when I found out it was people in the gym. So it was like, I guess they was more close to Ohio or whatever in that area, because the gym kind of like split up, and Montana Love was like, I'm not no sucker. I ain't gonna keep doing this and doing that, and Tank was like, shut up. Let's get back up there and box. And Montana Love was like, yo, stop disrespecting me. Ooh, ooh. Tank kept disrespecting him. And so Adrian Broner was like, well, come on, let's go back in the ring, I ref. Whatever. Wasn't not happening. That was it. That was it. It was no more, you know. But yeah. And that's when I kind of seen that Montana Love was a bully, He was a bully to people he know he can bully, and I never liked him after that because the same thing that Tank did to him a week before that, or it could have been better, could have been 2 weeks. I seen him do the same exact thing to a cat that was training in the gym with him. And you could tell he was one of them guys that was nice and that was just getting paid to be Love's sparring partner. And he hit Love with a left hook, left hook, left hook to the body, left hook to the body, boom, to the head, bam. And he backed up and just jabbed him like twice. And the first jab caught him flesh. And Montana didn't like that at all. So he started clenching the boy up and and throwing him on the ropes and hitting him. Boom, 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 boom. Hard stuff. And so my man like, what you doing? Montana hit him. Boom again. It was corny. It was corny, man. But you see how what goes around comes right back around, man. Period. You do dirt, you get dirt. That's just how it goes. Period. Bottom line. But I'm looking for that Tank fight. I think it's gonna be a real exciting fight. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be super explosive. Um, uh, you know me, I got Tank. Um, you know, like the prediction thing. I get all that. And you know, um, but as far as I'm concerned, I think Tank gonna beat him. Knock him out, knock him out. I don't know. Beat him, yeah. Tank gonna beat him because I'm gonna tell you something. Too many guys underestimate Tank until they feel his power. I'm gonna say it again. Most guys underestimate Tank until they feel his power. And let's not get anything twisted. Gervonta, give it up however you want it. But you want box? You want to go in the phone booth? You want to play chess? Just name it, and let's get there. And that's Tank thing, But I don't think it's gonna be. I just don't think it's gonna be an early round stoppage on anybody's part. This is what I ask everybody. But I try to ask the ones that know something about the sport of boxing. And this is my question. Have anybody ever seen Tank Davis hurt? I'll wait. Have anybody ever seen Tank with the stanky legs? I'll wait. Have anybody ever seen Tank rattle? I'm talking about he got hit and he was rattled. None of that. Tank got a chin like steel. All facts, no cap. Then Tank get boxed. And he used his height to his advantage. If you know anything about boxing, think about it. I'm a stats guy. Like I like the stats. I bet a lot of guys I bet you a lot of guys didn't know this, and y'all could go Google it. But this is a lesson today, and school is open. Facts. I bet you not too many of you cats knew this. That Tank Davis is one of the most accurate fighters in the sport of boxing. Now, he might not be the fastest in reference to getting off his game plan. No, I'm talking about 70-something% of the punches he throw land where he want them to land. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. That's a fact. See, Tank, the type of fighter, and I've never seen this, and I come through the era of Sugar Shane Mosley. I'm talking about these the people who I had a chance to follow careers and stuff like that. Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, both Mayweather brothers and the baby brother. Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Joe Frazier. You know, I saw a lot of tape on Sugar Ray Robinson because another boxing lesson. This is a lesson that I'm gonna teach you. They don't have no tape of Sugar Ray Robinson prime. So everything that everybody see is literally him on his way out. And if you go back and you watch Sugar Ray Robinson fight, one thing about Sugar Ray Robinson, he fought like a ballerina. And I might get flack for this, but real boxing, let me stop saying that. Brothers that know boxing and been around boxing and know the ins and out of boxing have to feel what I'm about to say. Sugar Ray Robinson lesson is another lesson. Sugar Ray Robinson footwork was so beautiful and it came so natural to him that it reminds me of Lomachenko, and Lomachenko paid to go to ballerina school. Sugar Ray Robinson really floated. His footwork was something you have to see. Even in his older days, go back and look at Sugar Ray Robinson footwork. Go back and look at Sugar Ray Robinson left hook and how he throw it. Go back and look at his right cross. Go back and analyze a ring or two of Sugar Ray Robinson and look how beautiful that man looked gracing the ring and being a part of the sport of boxing. I'm man. I'm all man. Sugar Ray Robinson, when he graced the ring, you gotta remember. You gotta check the lesson out. This is real talk. Sugar Ray Robinson in his day was selling out Yankee Stadium. The polo grounds and stuff like that was too small for him. When that man fought and he had fights, he fought in arenas all over the globe. Arenas. Salute Sugar Ray Robinson. You will forever be the greatest. And let me say this in ending this segment of my show. Sugar Ray Robinson has 78 straight fights with no loss. Not one loss. He had 78 fights. Didn't lose one. After that, after the 78 wins, then he went on to lose fights here and there. He was something like 187 and 15. $187 and 15, and you got someone saying that Sugar Ray Robinson is not the greatest to ever grace a boxing ring. That's not right. Because let's do it like this. Men lie, women lie, numbers are never lie. If I went 78 and 0 before I lost the fight, didn't I beat out everybody that retired 50-0, 52-0, stuff like that? Didn't I? So why is Sugar Ray Robinson not the greatest? I don't know. But again, but again, you have Frank Martin and Tank Davis. That's gonna be a good fight. Now I'm gonna say this. Have your popcorn, have your refreshments, have all your stuff for you and your boo, or for the homies, or however you doing it, because you never know. Now, I'm not contradicting myself, because earlier, remember, I said I don't think it's going to be an early stoppage. But on the same tongue, I'm just saying these two guys, a lot, can happen. Again, Tank, my guy. That's my number one guy. And period. Bottom line. Tank, my guy. That's my guy. I love, I love, I love Keyshawn Davis, man. I love Shushu Carrington. I love Antoine, Antoine. You know, I love all them fighters, man. That's coming up now. Um, like it's gonna be some heavy leather being thrown sooner or later, because see, the fighter go home, man. Fighter go home. But yeah, look, family. I'm not up here every day in your face. I'm not making up content to just come on. I'm not chasing no numbers or anything like that, because I believe in God, and I believe what's for you. If it's for you, it's gonna happen for you. I don't, I came above that. I don't get anxious no more over worldly things. I don't. I thank God that He blessed my mind to give me that. And I'm saying that to say, subscribe to my channel, please. Comment to my channel, please. Like my channel. That's all I'm doing, is trying to grow and be the best YouTuber I can. But I'm honest. I need the people to help me. This is something you can't do on your own. I try to put the best content out every time I grace the mic. I don't pause. I don't just let me go in here. No. every show I do, I write. So, like, subscribe, and tell a friend, and let's get rolling. And I want to say this um, soon. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about within this week, within like Wednesday. You'll see the notifications come up. Um, I'm gonna be doing shows. I'm gonna be having guests. Um, you know, you have a lot of cats from. You have a lot of cats from our hood back home, and not just our hood. Cats that I know that's in the boxing world. That's doing their thing. Squeeze, Senior, all of them from Upton. They said, send me the link. They call me Rajon Pittman. They say, Rajon, just send me the link. You know? So I'm going to utilize that. I'm going to get Senior, on my show. You know, I'm going to get them all up here. All of them. I'm going to get them all. Kenny Ellis, Um, so just stick with me. Pause. Follow me. I got good things coming. I'm staying positive. I'm God conscious. And I have faith that I will grow. Everything will grow. I'm not rushing anything because one thing I do that is hard for a lot of other people to do, I stand on God's word and I'm faithful to that. Salute, Jersey.